Alex Alvarez, what type of job do you do?
I am a detective.
Okay. In your detective work, what does your job entail?
My responsibility is to investigate violent offenders. It's a program that we have partnership with the federal government, where we call it a VRO program, most violent repeated offender program, which by any time a line officer would encounter someone with a firearm, they would get in touch with either a federal agent or detective who's part of the federal agency, the ATF. We work jointly together where we would go to the scene, interview these individuals, look at their criminal background, and determine if we're going to prosecute them in the federal system. What that does, this is a program that has been very successful. What we're trying to do is to prevent some of these recidivists from re-entering the communities, because what we've seen is there's some types of basically we've noticed a lot of these individuals, they have a pattern dealing with in the state system where for most part these are offenders who may have been arrested 20 to 30 times in their lifetime, and we realize they either been in the system for maybe 6 months or a year, and the rest of the time they're out on probation. And for most part, a lot of these offenders, once they get back out, they go right back out terrorizing the neighborhoods by committing burglaries, ag assault, murder, rape, all these vicious crimes that basically impact, our neighborhood. So our job is to make sure that they don't come out again and try to keep committing these crimes. So when we prosecute in the federal system, a lot of these offenders, for most part, will receive anywhere from 15 to 25 years of sentencing.
Interesting. So, in your police work, how many roles have you played?
Well, where do I begin? Started my career as a field officer, which basically consists of routine patrol, where you basically respond to 911 calls, anywhere from motor vehicle accidents to domestic calls to burglaries, you name it. So after a while, once you've acquired enough field knowledge, that's when the department would allow you to apply for more discretionary positions, which entails working as a field officer, or you would have to take tests to become either a sergeant or lieutenant or a detective and so on. So I've spent 4 years as a field officer. Then after 9/11, because of my background, I was sent to the airport, working with other agencies in securing Hartsfield Jackson Airport. From there, I was called by the commissioner at the time, the commissioner of police. I was one of the selectees to go and work for the commissioner as an executive protection personnel. So I worked in executive protection for about 6 years, whereby we protect the police commissioner and the mayor After I left this assignment, then I finally went back to investigation, where now I am working as a gun detective with the ATF task force in the Atlanta Police Department.
Okay. So what other jobs have you done besides policemen?
Other jobs I've done, started in New York City, working first as an emergency medical personnel. Then I joined the fire department, where I worked there for about 8 years. We worked doing firematic work, and also emergency response as well.
That all? That's it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Alvarez, for your time and explaining what you do very well.
You're welcome.